Chosen one, God said, in all of history, nobody has ever done what you just did, nobody. I need you to listen carefully, because what you are about to hear is not small, it is not ordinary, and if you let this moment pass, you may miss something that was meant to shift your entire life forever. What you just did moved something in the spiritual realm that has never been moved in the same way before, and that is why this moment is so serious and so sacred. You are not here by accident, and you did not reach this point by chance. I am telling you directly that your action carried a weight, a purity, and a courage that heaven itself stopped to recognize. If you feel something stirring inside you right now, that is because I am confirming to your spirit that this is real and this is meant for you. Type Amen if you agree. What you just did was not about perfection, it was about obedience in a moment where most people would have turned away. It was about choosing faith when fear was louder, choosing patience when everything inside you wanted to react, and choosing trust when there was no clear outcome. That decision did not go unnoticed, and it did not disappear into silence. I saw it fully, I measured it deeply, and I honored it completely because it reflected something rare that has not been seen in this exact way before. You broke a pattern that has held many back for generations, and in doing so, you opened a door that had never been opened in this way. Before you go any further, take a moment and show your faith by liking this video, because your agreement in this moment aligns your spirit with what I am about to release into your life. You must understand that this is not about comparing you to others, it is about revealing that what you carried out was uniquely yours. Nobody in history has walked your exact path, faced your exact pressures, and made the exact decision you just made in that specific moment. That is why I say nobody has ever done what you just did, because your situation, your struggle, and your response formed something that has never existed before. It was not loud, it may not have been seen by others, but it carried a power that echoed through the unseen realm. What you thought was a small step was actually a turning point that shifted your entire timeline. I am telling you this because what follows next is directly connected to that moment. When you act in alignment with what I have placed inside you, even when it costs you something, it triggers a response from me that cannot be stopped by human limitations. Your obedience created movement, and that movement is now bringing something toward you that you did not expect but deeply need. This is not luck, and it is not coincidence. This is a direct response to what you chose to do when it mattered the most. There are people who have been in similar situations, who had the same chance, but they chose differently. They chose comfort over growth, fear over faith, and control over trust. But you did not do that, and that is why your outcome will not look like theirs. You separated yourself in a moment where everything could have gone another way. That separation is now creating a path that only you can walk, and it is leading you into something that has your name written on it. Type 777 if you trust God. You may not fully understand why that moment felt so heavy, or why it stayed on your mind afterward, but that is because your spirit knew it was important, even if your mind was unsure. There was a battle happening that you could not see, and your decision brought a victory that you could not measure at the time. What you did created a shift that is now working behind the scenes on your behalf. Even now, things are being rearranged because of that one choice. I want you to stop doubting yourself and stop minimizing what you did. You have been questioning whether it really mattered, whether it really changed anything, and whether it was worth it. I am telling you that it mattered more than you realize. It changed more than you can currently see, and it will prove its worth in ways that will leave you in awe. What you did was not wasted. And it was not ignored. It was recorded, it was honored, and it is now being rewarded in ways that are already unfolding. This is why you have been feeling a shift lately, even if you could not explain it. There is something different in your energy, something quieter but stronger, something that feels like a calm confidence replacing old uncertainty. That is not your imagination, that is the result of alignment. When you step into alignment with what I have called you to do, even in small moments, it begins to change how you carry yourself and how life begins to respond to you. What is coming next is not random. It is connected directly to that moment, and it is going to confirm everything I am telling you right now. Doors that felt closed will begin to open in unexpected ways. Opportunities that seemed out of reach will begin to move closer without you forcing them. People who overlooked you will begin to recognize something different about you, even if they cannot explain it. This is the effect of what you did. Why is an NYC neuroscientist breaking their silence about a hidden brain ritual? Reports say their attorneys are trying to shut this page down after CIA-linked research revealed a brainwave method connected to attracting money. This 7-second practice, supported by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping people move away from financial stress into more stable lifestyles. Many are now stepping into dream homes, driving luxury cars, and enjoying luxury vacations. If you are seeing this now, consider yourself lucky, because this page may not stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. You are not the same person you were before that moment. Something inside you has matured, something has strengthened, and something has awakened. That is why you cannot go back to thinking the same way or settling for the same things. You crossed a line spiritually, and that line separates who you used to be from who you are becoming, and where you are going, you will need this new strength, this new clarity, and this new level of trust. Do not rush this process. Do not try to force outcomes or control what is unfolding. What is happening now is something that is being handled beyond what you can see. Your role was to make that decision, and you did it. Now my role is to move on your behalf, and I am already doing that. Stay steady, stay faithful, and stay aware of the changes happening around you. You showed a level of trust that did not depend on visible results, and that kind of trust has a weight that moves things beyond what your eyes can see. Because of that, there is already a response forming, and it is moving closer to you with every passing moment. Type 1111 if you believe. What you did has created a ripple effect that is now touching areas of your life that you thought were completely separate. You may notice small changes first, subtle shifts in how people respond to you, unexpected calm in situations that once overwhelmed you, and a sense that something is aligning without your effort. These are not coincidences, they are confirmations. When something powerful is set into motion in the spiritual realm, it begins to show itself in quiet ways before it becomes undeniable. You are in that phase right now, and it is important that you do not ignore these signs. There is something you need to understand very clearly. When I say nobody has ever done what you just did, it also means that the reward connected to your action is not something that has been repeated before. This is not a recycled blessing or a copy of what someone else received. This is something tailored specifically to you, shaped by your decision, and designed to meet you exactly where you are. That is why you may feel a mixture of anticipation and uncertainty, because what is coming does not match anything you have seen before. Do not let doubt interrupt what is already unfolding. Doubt will try to make you question whether you deserve this, whether you are ready for this, and whether this is really happening for you. But I am telling you that this is not based on your perfection, it is based on your obedience. You stepped forward when it mattered, and that is what opened the way. Your mind may try to pull you back into old patterns of thinking, but your spirit knows that something has changed. There were moments when you felt like giving up, moments when you felt like your effort was not being seen, and moments when you wondered if anything would ever shift. But even in those moments, you did not fully walk away. You held on in a way that was quiet but powerful. That persistence became the foundation for what you did recently, and that is why it carried so much weight. You were not acting from a place of impulse, you were acting from a place of growth. Type yes to receive miracles. You are now entering a season where what you have been building internally will begin to show externally. The patience you developed will start to produce results. The discipline you maintained will begin to create opportunities. The faith you chose will begin to open doors that were once closed. This is not a sudden change without reason. This is the result of everything that has been forming inside you over time. There are things being aligned right now that you cannot yet see. Conversations are happening, paths are being cleared, and connections are being arranged in ways that will eventually lead back to you. You may not understand how everything is coming together, but you do not need to understand it in order to receive it. Your role is to remain steady, to remain open, and to remain aligned with what you have already shown. You may also notice that certain things are beginning to fall away from your life. This is not a loss, this is a release. When something new is being prepared, there must be space for it to enter. Old patterns, old relationships, and old limitations cannot remain in the same place as what is coming. This process may feel uncomfortable at times, but it is necessary for what is ahead. I am not taking something from you without purpose. I am removing what no longer serves where you are going. There are things you have outgrown, even if they once felt important to you. Holding on to them would only slow down what is meant to come next. Trust that what is leaving is making room for something greater, something more aligned, and something that reflects who you are becoming. Your identity is shifting, even if you have not fully recognized it yet. You are not the same person who used to doubt every step, who used to hesitate at every decision, and who used to question your worth. You have grown through what you faced, and that growth is now shaping how you move forward. This is why your actions have more power now, because they are coming from a place of deeper understanding. What if a top neuroscientist just revealed a method helping thousands of people attract money into their lives? Research connected to the CIA suggests a simple brainwave ritual can influence how you notice and act on opportunities. This 7-second technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping people shift from financial pressure to improved lifestyles. Many are now living in dream homes, driving luxury cars, and enjoying luxury vacations. But this information may not stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. There is also a protection around you that has strengthened because of what you did. When you align with what I have called you to do, it creates a covering that guards you in ways you may not even notice. There are things that have already been kept away from you, paths that have been redirected, and outcomes that have been changed without you realizing it. This is part of what it means to be guided and protected. Do not be afraid of what you cannot control. You have been trying to hold everything together, to manage every outcome, and to make sure nothing goes wrong. But what you did recently was a step away from control and into trust. That is why it carried so much power. Let that same trust continue now. You do not need to take back control just because things are changing. There is a calm that is meant to settle over you, a calm that comes from knowing that you are not alone in this process. You are being led, even in the moments where the path is not clear. You are being supported, even when you feel uncertain, and you are being prepared for something that is already on its way to you. Stay aware of how your thoughts are shifting. You may find yourself thinking differently, responding differently, and seeing things from a new perspective. This is not random, this is part of your transformation. What you did opened something within you, and now that inner change is beginning to affect everything around you. You are not behind, you are not late, and you have not missed your moment. In fact, you just stepped into it. The timing of what you did was exact, even if it did not feel that way at the time. Everything is now moving in response to that timing, and it will unfold in a way that makes sense when you look back on it. Keep your focus steady. Do not allow distractions to pull you away from what you know is right. There will be moments where you are tempted to return to old habits or old ways of thinking, but those moments are simply tests of your alignment. You have already shown what you are capable of, and now it is about maintaining that same level of trust. What is coming will not confuse you. It will bring clarity, it will bring peace, and it will bring a sense of confirmation that you are on the right path. You will recognize it not because it is loud, but because it resonates with the part of you that has already grown. That is how you will know that it is meant for you. That feeling is real, and it is coming from a deeper alignment that you stepped into. You are not chasing anything anymore in the same way, because what belongs to you has already begun to move toward you. This is the quiet power of what you did, and it continues to work even when you are not thinking about it. Type 222 to claim miracles. There is a difference between striving and receiving, and you are now learning that difference in a new way. Before, you felt like everything depended on how much you pushed, how much you worried, and how much you tried to control the outcome. But what you did recently was not driven by that old pattern. It came from a place of surrender, and that surrender opened a path that effort alone could never create. This is why things are beginning to feel lighter, even if you are still in the middle of uncertainty. You may notice that your reactions are changing. Situations that once would have caused stress are no longer pulling the same response out of you. You are calmer, more grounded, and more aware of what truly matters. This is not weakness, this is strength that has been refined. You are no longer reacting from fear, you are responding from a place of inner stability. There are people around you who will begin to sense this change, even if they cannot explain it. They may treat you differently, speak to you differently, or even watch you more closely. This is because something about you has shifted in a way that is noticeable. You are carrying a different presence now, one that reflects the growth you have gone through. This is not something you need to announce, it will reveal itself naturally. You must also be aware that not everyone will understand this new version of you. Some may feel uncomfortable because they are used to who you were before. Others may try to pull you back into old dynamics that no longer fit you, but you are not meant to go backward. You have crossed into a new level, and you must protect that space. Type 1010 to receive blessings. Do not confuse familiarity with purpose. Just because something feels familiar does not mean it is meant to continue with you. What is meant for you will align with where you are going, not where you have been. This is why you may feel a natural distance forming between you and certain situations. It is not rejection, it is redirection. There is also something important happening within your thoughts. You are beginning to see yourself differently, even if it is subtle. You are recognizing your value in a way that you did not fully accept before. This shift is necessary because what is coming into your life will require you to stand in that value without hesitation. You cannot receive something greater while still seeing yourself through a limited lens. Could a hidden part of your brain be influencing your ability to attract money? A Columbia study linked to CIA research points to a small brain mechanism activated through a simple 7-second ritual. Backed by 4 neuroscience labs, this method is helping people move beyond financial struggles into more balanced lifestyles. Many are now stepping into dream homes, owning luxury cars, and finally taking luxury vacations. However, this page might not remain online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. You have spent time questioning your worth, doubting your path, and wondering if you were truly moving in the right direction. But that phase is coming to an end. The clarity you are beginning to feel is not temporary. It is the result of what you proved through your actions. You showed that you are capable of choosing what is right, even when it is not easy, and that has changed how you are seen on a deeper level. There are doors that are already opening quietly. You may not recognize them immediately because they do not look like what you expected, but as you step closer, you will begin to see how they connect to what you need. Do not overlook small opportunities or dismiss things that seem simple. Sometimes the greatest shifts begin with something that appears ordinary. You are being guided to move with awareness. Pay attention to what feels right, what feels aligned, and what brings a sense of peace. That peace is not random, it is a signal. When something is meant for you, it will carry a sense of rightness that you can feel within yourself. Trust that feeling, even if it does not make complete sense at first. There is also a restoration taking place within you. Areas where you felt drained, discouraged, or uncertain are being strengthened again. You are not as tired as you used to be, and you are not as easily shaken. This is part of the renewal that comes after alignment. You are being rebuilt in a way that prepares you for what is ahead. You may still have moments where old thoughts try to return. You may feel a brief wave of doubt or a reminder of past fears. But these moments do not have the same power they once had. They pass more quickly, and they do not control your direction. This is how you know that something has truly changed. The path in front of you is becoming clearer, even if it is revealed step by step. You do not need to see the entire journey to move forward. You only need to trust the next step, and that trust is something you have already demonstrated. That is why you are able to continue now with a different level of confidence. There is also a timing to everything that is unfolding. You may feel like certain things are taking longer than you expected, but this timing is precise. Everything is being arranged in a way that ensures it comes together at the right moment. Rushing it would only disrupt what is being prepared. Trust that what is meant for you will not miss you. You are not alone in this process. Even in moments where you feel quiet or still, there is movement happening beyond what you can see. There is support around you, guidance within you, and a direction that is already set. You are being carried forward in ways that you do not need to control. What you did was not just a single moment. It was a shift in how you move, how you think, and how you receive. That shift is continuing to unfold, and it will keep revealing itself in new ways. You are stepping into a version of your life that reflects who you have become, not who you used to be. There is a quiet transformation continuing within you, one that does not need noise or attention to prove its reality. You are beginning to notice that your inner world feels more stable, even when your outer world is still shifting. This stability is not something you forced, it is something that formed naturally when you chose alignment over reaction. What you did was not just an action, It was a declaration of who you are becoming. That declaration is now shaping everything that follows. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. You are stepping into a level of awareness that you did not have before. You are seeing patterns more clearly, understanding people more deeply, and recognizing what truly deserves your energy. This clarity is a gift, and it is coming because you proved that you are ready to handle it. When you acted the way you did, you showed that you could be trusted with more. That is why more is now being revealed to you. There are moments where you may feel a strange sense of distance from your past. Things that once felt important may now seem smaller or less significant. This is not because those things never mattered, but because you have grown beyond them. Growth creates space, and that space allows you to move differently. You are no longer confined by the same limitations that once held you back. You must not fear this change. It is natural to feel uncertain when things begin to shift, especially when those shifts are internal. But this is not something that will harm you. This is something that is strengthening you. Every part of this process is designed to prepare you for what is ahead. You are not being left behind. You are being brought forward. Type 2222 to receive miracles. There is also a deep sense of purpose that is beginning to rise within you. You may not have the full picture yet, but you can feel that there is something more for you. That feeling is not random, it is a signal. It is showing you that your life is not meant to remain the same. What you did recently activated something that is now pulling you toward a greater path. You are not meant to shrink back into who you used to be. You are not meant to settle for less than what you are capable of becoming. The version of you that made that powerful decision is the version that you are now stepping into more fully. That version carries strength, clarity, and a deeper sense of direction. Why are so many people talking about the billionaire brainwave? A leading neuroscientist says it was identified during a private program based on CIA research. This 7-second ritual, confirmed by 4 neuroscience labs, helps align your thinking with better financial outcomes. Many are moving away from stress into improved lifestyles, with dream homes, luxury cars, and the freedom to enjoy luxury vacations. But this discovery may be taken down soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it is gone. There are also new opportunities that are beginning to align with this version of you. These opportunities may not look the way you expected, but they will feel right. They will connect with something inside you that recognizes them as part of your path. Pay attention to these moments because they are not random. They are part of the unfolding that began with your action. You may also find that your relationships are changing. Some connections will deepen, while others may begin to fade. This is not something to resist. It is part of the realignment that is happening in your life. As you grow, your environment must also adjust to reflect that growth. There is a strength in you now that you may not have fully acknowledged. You have proven to yourself that you can make the right choice even when it is difficult. That strength is not temporary. It is something that will stay with you. It will guide you in future decisions and help you stay aligned with what is right for you. You are also learning to trust yourself in a new way. Before, you may have looked outside for validation or confirmation. But now, you are beginning to recognize that you carry a sense of knowing within you. That knowing is something you can rely on. It is connected to the same place within you that led you to make that powerful decision. There is a sense of peace that is beginning to grow, even if it is still developing. This peace does not depend on everything being perfect. It comes from knowing that you are moving in the right direction. It is a steady feeling that remains even when circumstances are not fully settled. You are not being rushed into anything. Everything that is happening is unfolding at the right pace. You do not need to force anything or try to speed things up. What is meant for you will come in its proper time. Your role is to stay aligned and remain open to what is unfolding. There are also things being protected in your life right now. Paths that could have led to confusion are being closed. Situations that could have caused harm are being avoided. This protection is not always visible, but it is real. It is part of what comes when you move in alignment with what is right. You may still have moments where you question what is happening. That is natural. But those moments will not last. They will pass, and clarity will return. You are learning to move through uncertainty without losing your direction. What you did has placed you in a position where new things can enter your life. It created space, it created alignment, and it created movement. That movement is still continuing, and it will keep revealing itself in ways that bring you closer to where you are meant to be. You are not alone in this journey. There is guidance within you and around you. There is a direction that is already set, even if you cannot see it fully yet. You are being led step by step, and each step is building on the one before it. Stay grounded in what you know is true. Do not let outside noise pull you away from your path. You have already shown that you can choose correctly when it matters. That same ability is still within you, and it will continue to guide you. There is something deeper happening beneath the surface of your life, something that is quietly restructuring your path. You may not see the full picture yet, but you can feel that things are no longer the same. This is because your decision created a shift that is still expanding. It did not end in that moment. It continues to move outward, touching different areas of your life. That is why certain things are changing without you forcing them. You may notice that your patience has grown in a way that surprises you. Situations that once would have caused frustration are now met with a different kind of response. You are no longer rushing to fix everything or trying to control every outcome. This is not passivity. This is trust that has been strengthened. You are learning that not everything needs your interference to work out. There are also moments where you feel a sense of quiet confidence, even if you cannot fully explain it. That confidence is not based on external validation. It comes from knowing that you made the right choice when it mattered. That knowing stays with you, and it begins to influence how you carry yourself. You are no longer looking for approval in the same way, because you have already proven something to yourself. Type 1111 to affirm. There is a new level of clarity forming within you. You are beginning to see what truly matters and what does not. Distractions are losing their appeal, and you are becoming more focused on what aligns with your path. This clarity is not something that came overnight. It is the result of your growth, and it will continue to sharpen as you move forward. You must not ignore this clarity. It is guiding you in a direction that is meant for you. When something feels out of alignment, pay attention to that feeling. It is not there to confuse you, it is there to protect you. You are being shown what fits your path and what does not. There is also a shift happening in how you approach your future. You are no longer approaching it with the same fear or hesitation. There is a sense that something is already being arranged, and you are moving toward it rather than chasing it. This is a powerful change, and it is directly connected to what you did. You are beginning to trust that what is meant for you will come without you forcing it. This does not mean you will not take action. It means your actions will come from a place of alignment rather than desperation. There is a difference between acting out of fear and acting out of trust. You are learning that difference now. What if the real reason most manifestation methods do not work has finally been explained? A top neuroscientist linked to CIA research says without the right brainwave, results stay inconsistent. This 7-second ritual, supported by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping people approach money differently and improve their direction. Many are now stepping into dream homes, buying luxury cars, and enjoying luxury vacations they once thought were out of reach. But this information might not stay available online. Click the link in the description and comments before it gets removed. There are also new ideas forming within you, ideas that feel different from your usual thinking. These ideas are not random. They are part of the direction you are being guided toward. Do not dismiss them, give them your attention, and allow them to develop. They may lead you to something that you did not expect. You may also feel a stronger sense of awareness when it comes to the people around you. You are noticing intentions more clearly, understanding behaviors more deeply, and recognizing what is genuine and what is not. This awareness is not meant to isolate you, it is meant to help you navigate your environment more wisely. There is also a sense of protection around your path that has increased. You may not see it directly, but you can feel that certain things are not reaching you the way they once did. This is not by accident. It is part of what happens when you align with what is right. You are being guided away from what could harm your progress. You must also understand that not everything will make sense immediately. There will be moments where you do not see how things are coming together. But those moments do not mean that nothing is happening. They simply mean that the process is still unfolding.